I want to introduce you now to three basic things you need to get going on your editing job. There are three things that are essential, and all three of them actually complement each other. You cannot have one and don't have the two and still be able to do your editing job. You cannot even have two of them and be able to do your editing job if the third one is missing. So all three must be ticked as something you already have. And the first thing to have, importantly, is an email account. That's number one. You need an email account. Now, why do we need an email account? The first thing you want to have is an email account, one which is both active and currently working. Why do you need an email account? Like I said in my past video, all the courses that you will be editing have already been written. You're not writing anything new. There is already a document that contains all the courses already compounded there. And your job is you'll be cross-checking between the document, the source document, and what has already been published there to ensure that there is a relationship between the two and that what is contained on the source document is verified as what is rightfully contained on your Leaner'S platform. So you need an email account because that will serve as the platform via which the source document will be sent to you. Now here's how that works. When you have an email account that is active and already sent to us, what we do is we share our source content, our curriculum to you, and that can only be accessed on your email account. And here's how to do that. You simply go to your inbox on your email account, and I also want to mention that all of our documents are sent as Google documents, Google Doc files, and it is sent that way to enable us collaborate on the file so that you can suggest where you feel there is need for a word or sentence to be adjusted on. And you simply go to the dots we have here. You can find my cursor hovering over it. The dots we have here, 9 of them, and you left click. You scroll down to the icon that says docs, docs, and you simply tap on it. Now if our curriculum has already been shared to you, you would find it listed down here. When you scroll down, you can see here is a copy of the young adults curriculum. And in case you're finding it difficult to understand what a curriculum is, the curriculum is a document that contains all the courses, and not just the courses as headings, but all the body entirely and the total content of each course you'll be needing to edit. So you simply scroll down and look for the title of the document shared with you as a course curriculum. And here is a copy of young adults curriculum shared with me, and I would simply go ahead and tap on it. Now our document is already open, and from this document you can simply see that we have a list of courses. If you want to see a summary of all the courses on this document, you simply tap on this outline here and you will see them all listed. So you can simply tap on any listed course on the outline and simply go directly to it and open the broader document containing it. We're using childhood stories, for instance, here. However, there are times when a course is actually existing within this curriculum. That is, the course is contained in this document, but you would not find it highlighted here. In such a situation, you have to go ahead and cross-check and ensure that the entire document actually lacks the course before you raise a complaint that the course has to be added. There are situations where the course is actually existing within the mother document, the body here, but it is not outlined here. So this is the first reason why you need your email account ready and active, because it's going to serve as the platform via which you'll be getting the course curriculum, just like I have it now. So this is your course curriculum. This is what you want to read and check out and fetch contents here to be able to pour out on the other platform, which I'll be showing you now. So don't forget, the first thing you need is your email account, and this is what your email account does for you. It allows you to have access to the Google document that carries or holds our course curriculum. The next thing you'll be needing here to help in your editing job is a Leaner'S account. You'll be needing two accounts actually. One will have to be a Leaner'S account, and the second will have to be an admin account. And I'm going to explain to you how these two different accounts work and why one cannot be obtained without having the other. Now, what's a Leaner account and why do you need to have a Leaner account before you proceed with your editing? The Leaner'S account, like the name implies, is the account that belongs to the learner. Remember that every editing you're doing is meant to give a good presentation, a good document that the learner out there, and we have several of them, the learner out there can be able to interact with the document and be blessed by it and be informed by it and transformed by it. So the Leaner'S account is the only account that gives you the access to see how whatever editing you've done looks like on the side of the learner. So everything you'll be editing and every course you'll be working on will be seen by the learner via the platform called the Leaner'S account. And it is important for you to have the Leaner'S account so that when your editing job is done on the next account, which I'll be taking you through, you would need to switch to the Leaner'S account on probably a different tab or browser and get to see the output or the user experience of what you've done from that admin side. So there are two things. The Leaner'S account is what gives you an output, an expression of what you've been doing. Now, to have a Leaner'S account, you simply use the link shared here, learn.themirrorllc.com. So you go to a separate tab, and on your search bar, you simply enter learn.themirrorllc.com. And this is the page that welcomes you. Since you don't have an account yet, you simply go to sign up and you fill out all the required details until you get to the point that finally allows you to be able to customize a password by which you can always access the platform, the Leaner'S platform. But since I already have an account, I might as well just go ahead and log in for you to see how it looks like. And you go ahead and log in, and what you have is this. So you've successfully logged in. So this is your Leaner'S account, and you can always tap on courses to see all the courses you have edited, and you tap on any of them to be able to see exactly the output of what you have done behind the scene. So this is your Leaner'S account. Remember what I said, the Leaner'S account is the only account that allows you to see exactly what the learners see when you say your editing job is done. So you cannot assume your editing job has been well done until you check on the learner's end using the Leaner'S account to see the flow and the expression of what you did. Sometimes you may have done an editing and it is not yet effected on the Leaner'S account, and you may think you're already done with your job, but the Leaner'S account allows you to ensure that what you said you have done is actually executed as assumed. So this is your Leaner'S account. And next, I'd like to show you the next important thing which you need, and that is the third option here. Number one, we stated that you need an email account. We're done with that. Number two, you need a Leaner'S account. We're done with that. And now number three, you need an admin account. And the next thing you need is an admin account. Now remember that you cannot have an admin account if you don't first of all have a Leaner'S account that is active. Why? Because the admin account can only be logged into using the same login credentials you had used in creating your Leaner'S account. So once your Leaner'S account is created, you talk to us about it, and we'll go ahead and assign the admin role to you so that you are both a learner and an admin. So the admin role can only be assigned to somebody who is done creating their learner's account, and the learner's account is active. Now, in order to use your admin account, you simply go to the URL address listed here, admin.themirrorllc.com. It's entirely a different platform from the learner's account, although they relate. admin.themirrorllc.com. And once you do that, you have a platform like this. As you can see, this is what you find once you've already signed up to your learner's account and is active. You'll be required to log in using your email and your password. I'll be reminding you again, the email you'll be using in signing into your admin account is the same email and the same password you used in creating your learner's account. So you simply fill up those details and tap on login and wait. Now remember that when you log in and you cannot see something colorful like this showing these bars, then this cannot definitely be an admin account. So once I'm logged in now, what do? I simply go on and tap on content, and I will go to where, once I tap on content, I will go to courses. When I tap on courses, the next thing I want to do is, if the course I want to perform editorial task on is a course that is already existing or can be found on the learner's side, that course can be found under published. You only get to see things on the learner's side if they have already been published. So once I get on the admin side and I tap on content, next I tap on courses, and next I go to published. And let's say I want to work on the course that says an item that represents you. An item that represents you. I'll simply go ahead and tap on this pencil here, this icon showing a pen, and it will open up a page where I'll be able to fill out anything I think is missing or go ahead with editing the course. However, because we have hundreds of courses featured on this admin platform, there are times when it will cost you so much time scrolling down and checking list by list for courses like this. And in such situations, you want to remember the course you want to go to and simply come to the search bar here and type it. If you want to work on pre-bed story, for instance, you can come to the search bar here and tap on pre-bed and simply tap on it and go to your search icon and tap on it. And this reduces the time you spend scrolling through the entire platform looking for the course. So pre-bed story, I'll simply scroll down and I should have it here. So this is pre-bed story beginner, and I'll simply tap on the pen here, assuming this is the course I want to work on. Now that my admin platform is open, I'll simply go to the left hand side and tap on this Google Doc containing my course curriculum, and here is pre-bed story, and I'll tap on pre-bed story. And now that I've tapped on pre-bed story, right, I want to check and ensure that what I have here as the icebreaker is exactly what I have on the admin site. So your job is going to be looking between your curriculum and your admin site. It is when you are done editing and then publishing it that you now go back and check on the learner's side to ensure that what you had edited or done on your admin side was executed correctly and you like the expression of it on the learner's side. So here's icebreaker, description, and other contents underneath for pre-bed story, young adults. And if I want to check if this is exactly what I have on my admin side, I'll simply go up again to this tab and tap on mirror admin. And once I tap on it, I'll go to where I have my icebreaker, and I will be opening this. Now, this looks like an empty box, but actually we have something inside it. And how do I get to see what is inside it? I'll tap on the pen that contains this white box. If you look carefully, you find that this is a white box, right? And this looks slightly gray. So it is the white box that holds the content. The gray box is called a chapter. The gray box is called a chapter or a course chapter, and the white box is called the chapter item. If you create a gray box and leave it there, then there's going to be a problem. You have to put a chapter item inside the chapter of the course.